Hello everybody. So Spirit really wants me to come out on here again here, and let's just see what's going to happen. Okay, so yes, there's an emotional fulfillment coming in here that you're not going to see coming, is what I'm hearing. And it has to do with abundance. So 22 again here. 11, 11, 22. Yeah, you're so close to balancing something that's really going to change the course of your life. Self-compassion. North Node. Okay, so this is definitely going to be probably connected to yesterday's energy, but not completely, Spirit's telling me. Okay. North Node, self-compassion. Self-acceptance, self-actualization. You are stepping into your me era, is what I heard. But what I see is that you are stepping into the light. Yeah, you're stepping into the light. I have this feeling like it's just a shift to the right or the left. You know, it's just one shift and you're there. So it's like you've done all the work and now you just have to like step into it. It's there. The path is there. It's illuminated and you're just like ready to step into it. That is exactly true. Okay. The path is there. Spirit wants us to talk for me here. The path is there. You will move into it as you step into your authentic blueprint. Of course, of course. Yes. So right now, what I see is you're holding on to aspects that you think are yours, are your authentic selves, but they're not. They are control. You're trying to steer your life in a direction that is not meant for you. Your path, I see it, it's like a golden road has paved out and you're at a Y. That's how I feel. You're there. You're at the Y and you're like pulling to the side and you're like on the parallel path and Spirit's just like, okay, just surrender and go there. Okay? What is keeping you from choosing that is this masculine energy I'm feeling of surrendering, because your ego has convinced you in certain ways that you want to do things the hard way, that you have to suffer in some regard to achieve. So you're essentially, what I feel is that you're repressing spirit, repressing God, like the energy of God, because you're focused on doing it solo. You're like, I want to do this myself. I have to do this myself. I can do it myself. And it's coming from like learning about yourself and like you want to figure out things on your own, which is great. But Spirit says God is you. You step into God's path as you. God is the voice of compassion and self-acceptance. And as soon as you remove that rigidity of needing to kind of suffer your way through things and just kind of step into the path of least resistance, which is like very, very available, I'm feeling, you are going to be like, oh, it's going to be a paradigm shift in that the way that you perceive yourself will change. You are going to soften. You will let go of the rigidity of the masculine, of the force, and fall into the feminine of surrender. And that will change how you feel inside. You will feel softer. You'll feel lighter. You'll feel pure, very raw, very real, very authentic, very soft is the main word that I would associate with this. So this is most likely for divine feminine energy. It's the energy when you step into your divine feminine. Essentially, this is the path where you are meant to be. And in this path, you surrender control. You do not need to force things anymore. You do not need to be so tough and strong and armored and resilient and polished and perfect. In this path, you are raw, you are vulnerable, you are open, you are expressive, you are so they're showing me the energy. They said self-contained, but self-contained in the feminine energy. So you were learning self-containment. So you probably, had an attachment style of some form that you were healing, and you needed to zone in on the masculine in order to break that down, right? Because that's more of the physical reality. And now that you've healed this attachment style, you're ready to kind of like let go of the scaffolding. Like you had all the scaffolding around this building and you were building it all, and they're like, okay, let's remove it and see what we have. Oh, this is like making my heart flutter. You're going to be surprised who you really are, Spirit is saying. You have convinced yourself that you are rigid and more masculine based and more like you enjoy control and structure and routine and rigidity, and you kind of are like this, a bit of a drill sergeant sometimes. And you're going to be surprised who you really are, okay? And I'm just like, can people understand this? Who you think you are, okay? You're still holding on to like a few pieces of the puzzle, and it's just this old scaffolding. And who you truly are, okay, are like right, they're awake, and they're both there, okay? And you're about to step into this balanced divine feminine energy. That's what I'm feeling. 222. Holy, my heart is racing right now. But you have to be able to see yourself through God's eyes in order to step into that space. And you are having glimpses of this. You are soft, you are caring, you are gentle, you are genuine, you are kind, you are compassionate. The most purest form of you is awake and readily available for you to step into her. And this is a feminine reading. I'm just going to put it out there, of course. She is alive. You have healed her. Now you're just surrendering yourself to the path where she exists. Oh, that's it. That's the slow motion this side. Do you know that guy? Wow. Okay. Sorry. These are my car cards, and they go through it. But okay, my voice just like went offline for a second. Yeah, it's in the tone of your voice. It's going to soften when you choose this path of least resistance. But this isn't just an inner shift. You've already done the inner shift. You've already shifted the inside. Now you have to shift the outside, and you've been resisting something. And you have thought that I can create my reality. Your throat chakra is the main reason. So I should be able to have exactly what I want. Holy moly, am I having like epiphany of, like, this is crazy. You think this is your path. This has got to be my path. This is what I want. This is what I want. This is what I want. Masculine, masculine, masculine. It's not even that it's masculine. It's just out of balance, out of balance, out of balance. And Spirit is saying, God is saying, no, here. So you're like this, and they're like, no, here. See this beautiful energy right there? Oh, that's nice. No, right there. That's your path. And it's a physical shift. A physical shift needs to occur in your reality in order for you to step into your divine path. So you are holding on to something in your reality that you think that you need or want that is not for you. Oh, I'm going to faint. I'm going to faint right now. This is so... I'm like seeing stars right now. Like, I don't even know where I am. I just feel like so powerful energy right now. Like, if you're watching this, like, I just know you're just choosing the path. Like, as soon as you remember. This could be for somebody, and I'm like nervous to say it, but it's like, you think this is your twin flame path? This is your twin flame path, and it's like a 45 degree, 90 degree change. And it's like all these things that you think you needed are going to fall away, and there's going to be this gigantic amount of things just like laying there for you. Like, here, this is for you, take it. This is for you, take it. This is for you, take it. It's like you've created this huge giant path, and you're so close to it. You're right there. And you can just like tiny pivot and you're on it. And it requires you to let go of anything that feels rigid. So put something on your heart. So just your shame will talk if you're in your lower body, and your guilt will talk if you're, not all the way into your heart. You need to be in your heart, not in your head. So hand on heart, that's like the best way to feel what your heart's saying. And your heart is your source. That's where you're going to hear God talk. So you can ask them about specific things in your life and just completely surrender to the answer, okay? Do not try to force the answer. Just hear it. And do not try to filter it into what you want to hear. See if you can hear that. And just let them say what they need to say. And they say, no, this isn't for you. I know that you think that you need this, but this is not what you need. We follow God's path. And as soon as you let go of that, you're going to step more into your authentic self. And I feel more soft, more gentle, more vulnerable, more open. You're just, because you're not forcing this false timeline anymore. And that will be it. As soon as you surrender and start at least looking towards this other path that God has given to you, that you have created through finding your authentic self, that you have remembered through finding your authentic self, your anxiety is going to go away, is what I'm hearing. Because right now, your anxiety is a signal from your intuition. And anxiety is your intuition screaming and saying, something's wrong, something's wrong, something's wrong, wrong way, wrong way, wrong way. And we're like, oh, well, it's just my anxiety. I'll just keep going. No. And then our depression kicks in. It's like, oh, well, It's like, no, something's wrong. We need to pivot. We need to pivot. The universe is telling us to pivot. We do not need to grow through suffering. We do not need to grow through suffering. We do not need to grow through suffering. You do not need to suffer to grow. Okay? Life does not need suffering. It does not need suffering. Sure, it is a high way to accelerate at a high speed, but you do not need it. Maybe you did choose it for a certain amount of time so that you could evolve quickly. Your time is up. You're going down the easy path now. The flow. Okay? And it is. It is the easy path. Okay? You are picking the hard path because you think you need to struggle, because you think you have to do everything on your own. When God's like, walk with me. It's really nice. Lots of people are doing it, even when they're not even aware. They're just following their heart. And it's pure bliss and destiny. Honoring your feelings. Paying close attention to your true feelings. These are your true feelings. You're just forcing them. 444 on the clock. Forcing them. Ignoring them. Because you think you need this. Okay, that is the message. And I'm going to let it go. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.